just us, but certainly, from my perspective, I take pride in our team's efforts over the course of the last 4 months, and the things that we've accomplished, and I don't need a sheet of paper that adds up the points to know that we've been doing a good job.
You saw your dad win this race back in 2002. What is the magnitude of this track and the Brickyard 400?
Yeah, there's very few, if any, races that mean more to me than this one. So we want this one really bad.
Why is that?
You said it.
You were, I think, over 100 points back at one point. There's been a lot of discussion, and you probably haven't seen it, but on the NASCAR social media landscape this week about full season points, and because there's guys that are close together. Here we are 21 races into it. What is your take right now on where things stand with the playoffs? And could you see a situation where full season would be a good system for the Cup Series?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a good system. I think it's fine. You have I think we've had a really good and competitive battle to the regular season over the last, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last 2 or 3 years, I think, has really been pretty tight all the way down to what's it been, Daytona, I guess, has been the final race now. So I mean, I think if you just take that as your sample set over the first 26 weeks, it looks pretty solid to me. But I think that it's a situation that I'm never gonna have the keys to, and neither are y'all. It's fun to talk about, and I appreciate that. But we don't make the rules, right? I think the system would be just fine, if you just had a full season, and if somebody runs away with it, so what? Like, let's celebrate the fact that somebody ran away with it. Like somebody was just that good. Motorsports does not have to be like everybody else to be successful, and I'll stand by that until I get done.
Being the points leader, Chase, I know what you just said about how you view that. It does come, of course, with the 15 extra points if you're to win the regular season title. Just given your current landscape, looking at playoff points, those would be really valuable to you. So any more? Yeah. Do you look now a little bit more? Do you guys put any more emphasis on being in this position?
Yeah, I think don't take what I said wrong, because yes, it is important, and yes, we want to win those 15 points. I mean, that's getting 3 wins, right? So it is a huge deal. The point that I'm making is, I live it and I see it, and we work together on a day-to-day basis. I know that everyone's doing a really good job. I don't need the points to tell me that. But of course, we want those bonus points to have, especially only having 1 win. The extra points would be extremely valuable for us, and we would love to, get another win or 2 before the end of the regular season too. It's not just we're happy with 1; we want to get the regular season deal, but we want it all, like everybody does. So that's the goal.
Because there's no doubt, like we've seen how valuable those playoff points can be, and as you pointed out, and only having 1 win, they would be the most valuable to you at this point.
They'd be huge for sure. We've been in both. I've been on both sides of the coin there. We've been years where I feel like we've not had many playoff points, and we've had a couple years where we had a bunch. And I promise, it is a lot easier when you have a lot in the bank. That's a much better way to go about it. The way the system is, so many things kind of being out of your control. It's nice to have something to fall back on. So of course, we want it all.
Decades ago, Neil Bonnet said that drivers peak between ages 35 and 45 because it takes that long to learn the racecraft. But now, with drivers starting younger and the simulations and the technology, do you think the peak is now younger than that?
I would argue yes, just because you start so much younger. What age that is, when that begins and when that ends, I don't really know. I mean, heck, Denny's in his 40s now, and he's not 45 yet, is he?
45 November. So.
45 this year. Yeah. So, I mean, he's doing really well, right? So, I guess he's still whenever his peak started, which was kind of when he started racing. You know, he started winning right off the rip. So if you do it right, I guess you can make it however long you want.
Do you foresee yourself driving until you're 44 or older?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe, you know, I think that when you look at a career like his, he's been winning and having those types of seasons a lot, you know, throughout the course of his career, which I think equals a lot of fun, you know, when you're in the battle like that. So yeah, I hope that we can be competitive for a long time.
What is it about
Pit,
it? Sorry, just
I want to ask you about pit road. A lot of tracks, if you qualify well, you'll get a good stall and can probably reasonably expect to have like a car in front or behind you that may not run as well and will fall lap down, and you'll have clean in and out in this race. Last year, this race, most of the cars, because they went the narrow pit road, were fast, pitted down together. I know you had an opening, I think, going out last year here to help. What was it like in the sense of more cars coming down the pit road, further down the pit road, and the potential of having, why you didn't face it in front of you, but a good car in front and behind you at this place?
Yeah, you know, I think some of that's just a product of how pit road is designed at some of these tracks, because, you know, when you have a narrow pit road and B, a pit road that has a wall on the right side, that is a pretty good recipe for somebody to just send people when they leave, and you just jump up and block lanes and just kind of clog it up and say sorry later. That happens a lot at these places, and no one wants to put themselves at risk to get exposed to the other side of that, right? So I think people choose on that end, you know, partly because of that, and then I think that the you know, chances of you pitting under green are also higher too, because, you know, you're not going to go a lap down if you have a gut front.
My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Front Stretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Front Stretch fans can use promo code FRONTSTRETCH to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay, stay rewarded.
Jared Haas with FrenchStretch.com. Come back more for some great racing video content. And if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.